Alright, Monday, the 19th of September 2022 at 5:10 a.m. I just woke up and on autoplay came on this from Four Corners, ABC's Four Corners. Postcode Wars Street Gangs, Drug and Organised Crime, Four Corners. And we've got this boy in the mask. I came across these boys in the mask on Instagram. They started trolling me. They're wearing masks. Let's see what they say. Coming up now is Superintendent Jason WEINSTEIN, head of Task Force Raptor. The task force set up to investigate organised crime and illegal drugs in Sydney. Detective Superintendent Jason WEINSTEIN, and I know 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. Let's see what he has to say.
Drill music by its,
drill
nature,
music.
It's a darker form of rap music. The basis of drill music is that unless you have actually done the crime, so unless you've actually done the act that you are singing about, you generally can't sing about that act. That's the difference between rap music, where you could sing about an incident that's occurred or bring a social injustice to light, but whereas drill is really about, I've done this. I'm back by shaking, you pull yours and seal will take off.
Police say drill music has fueled tensions between warring gangs.
In 2019, in particular, we saw an escalation of violence between the two groups, the Inner West group and the Greater West group, and they both subscribed to two different rap groups at the time, and some of the music was about a tit for tat type scenario, and there was some baiting going on.
The tit for tat started with a deadly brawl in 2018. CCTV from that night shows two rival groups armed with weapons clashing with each other in an underpass in Sydney's west. A 20-year-old named Tino Henry was stabbed in the brawl.
Tino Henry.
He died.
May rest in peace and guide us in spirit.
That incident in particular was a very vicious, violent assault that led to the stabbing death of that individual. And then the music that was written about that incident obviously just fuel the fire that was already there.
JM, I'm a one for veterans, boss of my hood cause I back my section. When I met the streets and slapped that thing that I knew I found my obsession.
When the Mount Druitt gang-affiliated group 1-4 released this track, The Message,
get down when I grip that steel, hands up when I bring that hammer.
It was seen as taunting their rivals' 21 district about Tino's death.
I've got friends looking at 10, you watch yours get put in a box. 21 what? The one got knocked. I guess that makes them 23 up.
3 months after The Message came the reply.
Suicide.
21 District returned fire with their own track.
All right, first of all, where the fuck are the producers of these videos? These videos are Hollywood movie-like productions. Go see them. Where are these kids from Mount Druitt, bumfuck Mount Druitt, poor ass shithole Mount Druitt, getting these fancy clothes from? And who's designing these fucking videos? Who's producing these videos? These heavy-duty videos with the effects and sound effects and Hollywood movies and lights and action, lights, camera, action. Who's selling this shit to us? Who is selling this shit to us, Jason WEINSTEIN? Go see them. Stems from the American music industry and Hollywood. That's where it stems from. The crack epidemic in the 80s, released by the CIA to demoralize the hoods, the projects, to kill the black fellas. These boys are Polynesians, killing Polynesians, Tongan Samoans, and Maoris, killing Tongan Samoans and Maoris. All right, let's go and see what he says. Jason WEINSTEIN.
We see a criminal offence committed, we will act on the criminal offence. But it's a very fine line line between freedom of speech and someone inciting violence against another, and we should always protect the freedom of speech element without a doubt.
What the fuck?
Clear examples yet.
What the
of
fuck?
where
Freedom of speech. He's talking about freedom of speech. Aussie Cossack just done 6 months for dropping one of the 28 pedophiles, prominent Australian pedophiles, alleged pedophiles being protected by parliamentary pedophile protection suppression orders. He done 6 months for dropping his name. Where's the freedom of speech there? We got young teenagers murdering each other on the streets of Sydney, and he's talking about freedom of speech and letting them get away with that? What the fuck? Let me get a hold of these boys. I'll school these boys. I'll get them fighting against the Luciferian global elite and satanic ruling classes. Get them fighting them instead. Get them fighting on the big stage, London, England. Let's see what else they say.
the drill music has incited
Freedom of speech.
Not the music. I'd probably say not the music itself, but it certainly fuels
Scottish Rite Freemason.
the tension between the groups.
Real 60 shit, you know the vibes. Tell that side to stop capping on the internet, man.
A major artist on the police radar is rapper HUNCHO. Earlier this year, he filmed a music video in enemy territory.
It's still 30 up on 30, fuck the ops, their shots, do 'em dirty, I'll be lurking on their blocks, red dots, can't be gang talking to feds, they wanna talk, we're only aiming their heads.
The 25
Who does these lyrics?
notorious
Aiming their
Aboriginal
heads.
family. Police allege their crime network is responsible for drug importation, money laundering, kidnappings, and public shootings.
Bloody feud spills into the heart of Sydney CBD.
His music videos play up the media attention he and his family receive.
This morning, Ali Yunus handed himself in, charged with unrelated matters.
But he rarely gives interviews.
HUNCHO, one of the Illuminati's boys. I know the Illuminati boys. They were young punks in Maryland when I was running around. I used to let them give me body shots, body rips, show my abs, but the strength of my abs is to have feeds with them down in Maryland. Ralph Illuminati and his brother, I forget his brother's name. But I know these boys. Who's this? HUNCHO. HUNCHO, come and talk to me, you fucking idiot. What are you doing? You're killing each other. It's a pyramid structure. Everything from business, banking, politics, media, education, illegal drugs and organised crime is a part of that system. All leads to the same people at the very top. Let's go.
HUNCHO has a very tight...
HUNCHO.
He doesn't really trust a lot of people.
HUNCHO. They're worried about HUNCHO. Four corners. ABC News are worried about HUNCHO. Some teenage dirtbag. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Go see the producers of these videos. Go see the producers of these videos. Who's producing these videos? Where the money's coming from? Who's putting them in these clothes? Who's putting these boys in these fancy clothes, making these hand gestures with the sound effects and the music? Go see them. Hollywood, American music industry, and Hollywood all stems from that. These boys, the evil, did not come from within the homes of these children. These Polynesian children are good Catholic, Christian boys. Their parents will be going to church every Sunday, the Polynesian churches, and they'll be going to church every Sunday. It wasn't until they left their front doors and realised the evil out in society that corrupted them. That's where the evil comes from. The great Satan in America, the crack epidemic created by the CIA to desecrate the hoods. Yeah. The protest statement, Richard Roch sword list, Spirit World. This has been an AK King Hearts 47 production. Boom!